Chris Aceto with the one and only, Cedric Mcmillan. Cedric, I walked from athlete to athlete, and I asked them questions about their diet, their chicken, their water. And when I came down to you, I have nothing to ask you about bodybuilding, because I think you transcend a lot of things, and you're much more than just a guy with chest, shoulders, and arms and eating 6 meals a day. So having said that, I really don't have, oddly enough, a question to ask about the show, your prep, but I know you always have something positive, a message to say to people about something outside of bodybuilding even. A lot of these people, I waited for every single person to...
Steve Blackman coming.
Every single person came to see you, and they wanted to speak with you about their own stuff, and you were kind enough to speak to people one-on-one about their stuff, and I know a lot of people weren't just talking sets and reps. So having said all that, what do you have to say to your fans, and you have a lot of them out there?
First of all, I want to say to Dave Palumbo, it's a damn shame, Dave, that you got to send your kryptonite down here to do interviews, because everybody would tell you no, so you send Chris down here. Nobody can say no to Chris, right? And that's a pretty fucking cheap shot. That's a low blow, man. All right, you need to figure out what is it that you're doing to make people not like you, and stop doing that, okay?
You want to slam the mic down?
Nah, we'll leave it up. Chris, I'll be honest with you, man. I try not to do no interviews with nobody, right? You see our old boss over there right now hanging around. He kind of looks like, you ever seen that TV show Cheaters, where people they get caught cheating? He looks like the guy on Cheaters. Look it up, YouTube it, you'll see he looks just like. Anyway, I try to avoid these interviews and shit. I don't know why, but I can't even say I'm looking forward to this weekend. You excited? Fuck no, I'm not excited. It begins to be the same old song. It begins to be the same old thing. And, I'm working for Redcon now, and it's like, hey, man, we're going to send the video guys by. Talk about how you feel about the show. Listen, for me to talk about how I feel about the show will be the worst, most negative outlook. It's not no type of championship mindset, none of that. The truth of the matter is that I, made myself comfortable with getting my ass whooped and understanding that I'm probably likely going to get my ass whooped all the time. And some people, oh, no, you wouldn't get your ass whooped if you were just a little bit better shape, if you was, better condition and things. And, we was working together, man. It's been times where we look back at shows, or we even look forward in shows like, fuck, this is it. And then things work out the way they work out, and then, people still have whatever they have to say. And what I've come to believe with this sport is you got what you got, man. You fucking got what you got, and all you can do is get on stage with it. There may be times where, with over time, sometimes progress can be made, if you want to call it progress. Well, if somebody says, oh, you need bigger legs, yeah, over time, maybe some slightly bigger legs come up with a bigger everything else. You know what I mean? But the same proportion is still there, and you need this body part fixed or whatever. Over time, I think like whatever my issue is, whether it's conditioning. Maybe after I compete for 20 years, maybe my genetics can change, or my body type can change to where I can be bone dry and all this other shit by then. But then when I'm bone ass dry, will I even look the same? You know what I mean? And so it's like a gift and a curse. And you always told me, you said, fuck Cedric, just be you. And what was always my main concern getting into the show? Chris, but my glutes. Chris, but I gotta have glutes. And it's like, fuck that, just be you. Everybody don't fucking have ripped up glutes. And I'm looking at it like, well, it's a fucking requirement, And so here I am going into a show, and does my glutes look any different than they ever have any other time? I look, my best as what my best has looked like in the past. And so along with that is your fucking expectations of yourself, being a bit curbed, So it's like, fuck, I don't even know anymore. You know what I'm saying? I just want to try to do my best, get on stage and see what happens. perform and let that be it.
Let me ask you this. Let me switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.
Why did you have, really, why do you think why Cedric Mcmillan have this, you had the biggest line here, by far. And that's not to say other people didn't have a long line and the fans are excited to see everybody here because they're all great athletes. Yeah. But why do people want to come up and talk to you on a very personal level? Because I can see you talking to people and you're listening to them and they're listening to you, and you're not just talking shop sets and reps. Yeah. Why do people come up to you and ask you all their stuff? Is that a burden? I mean, I saw the line and I see people putting their hand on your shoulder.
It's a gift and a curse at the same time, right? Because, I would have rather have been sitting down and eating if I could have, Yeah. But, so here's the thing. I think, people say, oh, man, this is my time to get to come talk to you. You're so genuine. You're so real. You're so honest. And they can feel that I actually care about what they have to say. And I actually care about them, So my meeting them is like me meeting anybody in the street for the first time and having a conversation with them, And I want to be able to give people that experience because, hey, I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not exactly sure how your first experience was, but my first experience with a bodybuilder that I idolized was fucking horrible, because they, didn't really pay me much attention and they looked down on me and I felt like shit afterwards. And I never wanted to give anybody else that feeling. Yeah. And I see oftentimes how, some people in these positions can feel like there's so much, that they're on such a higher level than what we might consider normal people. And they treat people like that. And I never want to treat nobody like that or make anybody feel like that. And so I think that that's one reason why. So I'll be honest with you. This part of it, man, that's kind of sad to say. But to be able to meet the people and perform for the people feels like it is more important than okay, and in third place, and in second, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because that to me,
you're touching people.
That's what the people who don't like me and don't like my bodybuilding style, they probably don't get in my line. But for the people that fucking do, those are the same people that probably get overlooked on social media, because we move past all the good comments and we see the bad shit first, So this is my time to really be able to give them a piece of me. And for them to be able to, for me to be able to share bodybuilding with them, and I think maybe they can feel that. That's why they come here. So as much as a burden as it is to have to stand here for so long, it is something that I absolutely am thankful for. And my motto always is, one day ain't nobody gonna be standing in line waiting to talk to your black ass. So while you have this position, you should honor it. You know what I mean? And I try to, yeah.
Beautifully well put. I mean, really just, it's like, it's a cliche, but it's like, I don't know what it is, sportsmanship and genuineness, to the next level. And that's why I waited for the line to die down. So absolutely you got a chance to speak to every single person without me cutting in and saying, I got to interview you, Cedric. So thank you very much for the interview and Dave, good luck in 2 days.
Dave, you suck. I know this was a plan and it's kind of fucked up. You used my kryptonite to get me. I hope you get 0 views from this video.
With Cedric, Chris Aceto, RX Muscle.